morning guys, welcome to another little vlog. You guys seem to really enjoy my last one, so I'm filming my day for you guys again today. But yeah, today is Friday, so we've got a leg day today, which I'm going to take you through. I might use my mic. Dan's coming with me, so he's going to help me film. And my foot is now recovered. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you won't know, but literally a week ago, last Friday, I dropped a 2.5 kilo plate on my foot from like above my head. For the first 4 days I was absolutely fucked, but now I can walk on it fine and it feels completely fine. Yeah, I'm back to normal training, but I'm being dead cautious with like not putting too much stress or pressure or weight through my foot. Not too much, but it is getting a lot better. Like, it does feel pretty normal now. So I think today will actually be the first day where I do some things where I'm putting my weight through it. My gym has got a new hack squat machine, which I really want to use, so I think I might just do that. But what I will show you that I need to do this morning is my Alpha Elite order for the new Alpha Elite drop. Peaks, I'm going to do my order now. That's what I need to do this morning. Oh, look at this blue. Look at this blue. Also, I was saying to the girls in my group chat, is it really weird that I can tell on the product shots when it's Bailey? The glutes are always just gluten, and she's just a god in terms of glutes, and I can always tell when it's her, even if like her face isn't in it. I think that's quite iconic, to be honest. That's a big win for her. But yeah, they've got these nice like fleece sets, and then they've got Amplify. A couple of people were saying it's a weird time to drop fleece, and it definitely is, but apparently it was meant to drop earlier, but it got delayed. I actually wanted a lot of the colours, but then I also need to keep in mind for like review purposes, getting different sizes. So when it's a drop where I actually like the colours, I'm like, ah. Also in this video, EHP Labs very kindly sent me out some products to try. No obligation to post, nothing like that, but I figured because I do get asked about their products, I have been trying them and I'm going to share reviews. We're going to try the Pride pre-workout today together and see how we get on, so I'll let you know my thoughts on that and also my thoughts on the products I've tried so far. And I'm also going to give you a little fitness update in this video because I had a call with a coach a couple of days ago that went really well, and I want to do a little fat loss phase, so that's what I am going to be working on. But I'll give you like a proper like fitnessy update, where I'm at and all that sort of stuff. Welcome to another little vlog, fitness edition. Again, I love fitness vlogs, so like I love watching stuff like this, so I hope you guys enjoy. So I've had some breakfast now, tidied up, done some work. Does anyone else have that thing where like if you get an urge to clean everything, you have to do it there and then, otherwise it could be like another 2-3 weeks before you get that same burst of energy to do it again, because that is literally me. So I've been mopping all the floors and all that good stuff. So I'm going to start getting ready for the gym soon, but I thought now would be a good time to chat about the EHP Labs products that I've been trying out, because me and Dan are going to try the Pride pre-workout together, which I'll include in this vlog. But I have actually tried these two products. They sent me these. They sent me the Blessed Vegan Protein, which I've not tried yet. They sent me some creatine, which creatine is creatine, and I use that every day. Not theirs specifically, but creatine is creatine, like I said. And then they've also sent me their Pride pre-workout. So I've got a non-stim oxyshred and a stim oxyshred. This was a complete coincidence that they got in touch with me. By the way, no obligation to include this in this video, no obligation to do anything with these products other than I said I would try them out. It was actually a bit of a coincidence because I think oxyshred has been going viral on TikTok and stuff, and every single time I've done a question box on Instagram recently, the #1 question that keeps coming up is thoughts on oxyshred, does oxyshred work, etc, etc. So when they reached out, I was like, this is actually very weird timing, and I have some pretty not strong opinions on products that claim to be fat burning. I wouldn't say strong opinions, I just think if your goals are fat loss, quite frankly, you've got bigger fish to fry than the negligible impact this might have on the actual fat burning process. So when I got these, I was never going to push these as like some crazy fat burning thermogenic product, because that's not what I intended to use these for. Because I have been saying to people I've not tried them, but apparently the flavours are good and they do stim and non-stim, and you can use it as a pre-workout basically. So that's what I've been using it as. I've used both once each, so this is very Initial impressions. So flavour, I actually think these flavours are nice, but they are very sweet. The strawberry one in particular tastes exactly like a strawberry ice pop when it's melted, so it's very sweet. It's not a bad flavour, but it is very sweet. And then the gummy snake one tastes exactly like gummy snakes, to be honest, but it does have a kind of plasticky aftertaste, which, to be honest, gummy snakes and sweets do, because they normally come in plastic bags. I can always taste that they've been in a plastic bag, so it really does taste exactly like that. So I would probably give them like a 6 out of 10 for flavour. By the way, both of these don't have beta-alanine in, so no itches, no tingles, nothing like that. However, I didn't notice a difference with either of these for my workouts. The pro to that is sometimes pre-workout can make me feel nauseous. These did not make me feel sick, but they equally didn't make me feel anything. So I'm gonna give them a few more goes and I will give you updated thoughts, but my first impressions on these, because I believe they're quite expensive as well, is not great. And yeah, I would just say the flavours are good. I can see why people like the taste of these, but for me personally, maybe because I have like caffeine every day, that's why this one just didn't really make a difference at all, but I really didn't notice a difference. I've also seen from doing research that these are meant to, I don't know if they're meant to make you sweat more, but people do report it makes them sweat more. For me personally, it didn't, but that's not me saying it doesn't work for other people. It's just not for me. I'm gonna give it a few more goes. This is the one that me and Dan are gonna be trying pre-workout, so I'll get ready for the gym now and then we will try this together and let you know thoughts. But yeah, oxyshred for me, so far I don't think it's worth the money, but I know that some people love it. But yeah, that's just an unsponsored little mini review of these, but I'm still very, very grateful that they sent them to me, because it's actually given me the chance to try the product that people have been asking me about for weeks, and I know that this is out of stock, so I am very grateful that they sent this to me, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have been able to try it for a lot longer due to it being out of stock. So I do massively appreciate it, but honesty, transparency is at the core of what we do here, and I haven't noticed anything to rave about with these products in particular. This is meant to be the more hardcore pre-workout, so we'll give this one a go today. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready for the gym now. I've made myself a little pina colada pride for my pre-workout. I'm gonna try it. I've not tried it before. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of pina colada flavoured things, but I can definitely try it. Dan's fanning around behind the camera, which is why I keep laughing at him. Yeah, I think he's gonna try a bit of this, but he doesn't want a full pre-workout, which is fine. He doesn't want to be climbing up the walls later. Do you want to try it first, or shall I?
Interesting. Drinkable. I want to say it tastes like tutti frutti.
No, that really does taste like a pina colada, to be honest. It's, to me, okay, pina colada tastes like sunscreen. This tastes like sunscreen. But that's because I don't like pina colada. If you like pina colada, you'd probably like this. I'm going to drink it anyway because I want to see if it actually makes a difference to my workouts, because like I was saying earlier, the other two really just didn't touch the sides with me. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to go to the gym. I'm going to take my microphones. I really want to use the hack squat machine, but I've not used it before, so I might need you to be like, come and be a demonstration piggy.
Whoa!
So that's a dog. So that I can work out how to use it, because that's what I did with the pendulum squat. If you have a boyfriend and you get gym anxiety and you want to try a new machine, just get them to try it first. It's very simple, very easy.
It's not a good reason to get a boyfriend.
No, I'm saying if you've already got one.
Oh, okay.
Don't go out and get a boyfriend for the sake of that, you know. It's not worth the stress. Anyway, we're going to go to the gym. So, see you at the gym. I'm doing glutes and quads today, like I might have said before. However, I'm just going to take my New Balance off. I was meant to do hack squat first, because when I'm doing, it's more of a quads with a bit of glutes, but now it's going to be more glutes with quads, just because if I'm really trying to work a certain muscle group, I'd rather do my bigger compounds first, so preferably I'll be doing hack squat first. However, someone's using it, so I'm just going to do hip thrust first instead. I'm going to do 4 sets of 8. I'm going to take this off because that's an accident waiting to happen. I'm just doing a warm-up set first, 90. So I've got 110 on the bar. With warm-up sets, you want to make sure you are just using it as a warm-up set, so reps in reserve shouldn't be huge, and you don't want to be like failing a rep. Working set, I'm aiming for 8 reps, but if I get to 8 and it's not challenging, I'll just go for as many as I can. Got to 140. Oh, final set, I've still got 140. Now I've got the task of actually putting these weights back. Oh. I have not used this machine before, so I'm going to do it with no weight first. Ah, shit. Okay, I am actually going to put my New Balance on because the bottom of that is really slippy, so I can't do it in just socks. New Balance are not the ideal shoe for this, but I was really struggling there because my socks are just too slippy. I'm just going to put 10s on because I've not used it before. With the bottom, like moving the angle of the bottom up and down. This just feels off. I don't know if it needs to be up or down, so I've moved it down. Hopefully it helps. But it won't go very low. I might ask him to change it because I feel like I'm not getting good depth on it. I'm not enjoying this. Take the stopper thing off the bottom. Hopefully it helps. Oh God. Nothing is helping. I'm just going to take the weight off. This is just proof that it doesn't matter how long you've been coming to the gym. You don't know everything. Oh. I haven't used a hack squat in like years, so this just feels off. I'm going to do my last set on the leg
leg extension as a drop set. So when you're doing a drop set, do your normal set and then go to failure, and then once you've reached failure, drop it onto a lighter weight, keep going until you hit failure, drop it onto a lighter weight, keep going until you hit failure. But like the key with it is you need to wait until you've like got very, very close to failure or to failure before you drop the weight, otherwise it's a little bit pointless. So yeah, I'm doing my last set on leg extensions as a drop set. Digging in, but like about hip bone height, I always get questions about getting glutes on these. You're always going to get hamstrings a little bit because your hamstrings are going to be involved. There's no way of doing these with no hamstrings whatsoever, but if you turn your feet out a little bit and keep a slight bend in your knee, you'll find that you feel it more in your glutes, and you don't have to, but you can round your upper back to help you not come too high up as well, but you don't have to. If you've got the form down, you don't need to round your back. I'm just going to do body weight and then 2 weighted sets. Another really good tip is to imagine that you've got like a piece of string in your bum hole, which sounds weird, but like in your bum hole pulling you up, and you're using your glutes to pull you up as a result. It sounds weird, but it helps me.
Okay, so we are back from the gym now. We went to the pub afterwards for a cheeky pint of Diet Coke, and I also got a KFC wrap on the way. So that was my post-workout meal, in case anyone's wondering. I had the new buffalo one and it's actually really, really good. Pre-workout review very quickly. I actually really liked the Pride pre-workout. As you'll have seen, the flavour is definitely not my cup of tea, but it definitely helped me throughout my workout. I definitely felt more energized, I felt more focused, and weirdly, because I've not used my microphone in a couple of weeks, I thought with the caffeine it might make me feel a bit anxious about filming, but I was just like instantly comfortable. So the Pride pre-workout I definitely do like, but the oxyshred, like I spoke about earlier, I'm not convinced on it yet. Anyway, I thought now that I'm back from the gym, I'm gonna shower, but before I shower I thought I'd just give you a little haul of some shit I bought recently. By recently, I mean I got it on Tuesday. So first things first, I got this Kylie Cosmetics, she's a beauty influencer. I got this Kylie Cosmetics blush. I've been seeing this Winter Kissed blush everywhere. My friend Alicia has got it. It's obviously going to look different on her because she is darker in skin tone, she is mixed, so she's going to look very different in it to what I will, but I have seen a few of the Caucasian community girlies on TikTok using this, and it does actually look really good, so I am going to try this out. I've been wanting it for ages, but it's always out of stock, and the other day when I went shopping with my sister, I was like, I bet it's out of stock, but I'll just check. Knelt down, and literally as I was kneeling down, I was like, it's not going to be there, and then it was there. So I got this. Then the other things that I bought, which to be honest was a bit of a mess. Basically, I have had the top part of my ear here pierced for years, but I never wear anything in it. And the other week I bought some Astrid and Miyu like huggies to go through it, but the hole is tiny. Like, pardon all the puns, but like it will not go through, it will not fit. The hole is way too small. So I wanted to get some different earrings that actually hopefully would fit. So I started in Zara and I wanted these ones. By the way, the bottom ones that are missing are hoops, but they're just a little bit bigger. I bought these literally for the top one because I wanted that to go through my ear. However, it's like a ridiculously thick thing, so it'll go through my lobes, but I can't get it through the top of my ear. So this was a waste. However, into Lavisa, which does like really sensibly priced jewellery, So I got these and I was checking the back of the packaging so I could see how thick it was, and these are all super thin. I got this one from Lavisa. It's basically what the Zara one should have been, so love her. And she just sort of sits like curved in the top of my ear, which looks really cute. And then I've got one of these hoops in at the moment, and these are just these ones from Lavisa. Very, very skinny, goes through really easily. They are a little bit flimsy, like this is not actually attached properly, like it's not properly closed, but I do really like how it looks because I want to get into wearing jewellery, because I'm such a basic person with my clothing, and I like the jewellery that I have that's like quote unquote proper jewellery, so I just want to start messing around with earrings. And then the star of the show was Zara. So again, Alicia actually inspired me with these ones because I'm 99% sure these are the jeans she got the other week. I need some new jeans because none of my jeans fit me right now. So I got these in a 38, and they're like a really, let me tilt you up so you can see. They're like a really baggy fit jean. And they're not like they are stiff, but they're not as stiff as some other, they're not as stiff as some other Zara jeans, and it's just this nice, that'll probably have the product code on it somewhere. This really nice like neutral denim, not too light, not too dark. They are like obviously a bit big on the waist, but I actually like how it looks. I don't think it looks bad, but they are very like baggy and oversized. If I show you the bottom, but I really like them, and they're a really good length because I'm not tall, but I'm normal height, and I hate it when things aren't long enough when I've got trainers on, and I always wear chunkier trainers, so these with chunky trainers, perfect. But yeah, these money jeans. Dan, what do you think?
I'm trying to watch Bulgaria versus Montenegro.
Okay, but what do you think of the jeans?
Yeah, great.
Perfect. I'm gonna shower. My Alpha Elite order's shipped already, so that's exciting. I'm gonna shower and reply to my Instagram DMs and some clients. So I'll see you in a little bit. So I've made the green juice. We're going to try it together.
What colour's that?
Not the green juice. The orange juice. I've never made this before. Cheers. This could be
R.I.P. I think it's probably just a touch, maybe too watery, maybe it just needs a little bit something sweeter.
I think it needs a bit less water, a bit more pineapple.
Yeah, more pineapple.
And I think weirdly, you'll have seen I barely put any turmeric in it, but I think that was still too much. That's what I can taste. I can taste turmeric in mine. I personally would put more ginger in it, but it's not perfected.
It's definitely not perfected.
But if you run with those ingredients, so use the carrot, the orange, pineapple, turmeric, ginger. If you get the quantities right, this could be nice if the quantities are right. Right?
Yeah.
He's off the juice, he's on the wine.
It's a Friday!
No, I know, I'm only joking. I'll give you a little fitnessy update before bed and just explain my new goals and stuff. But yeah, cheers. I'm going to enjoy this. Partially. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little fitness update and then I'm going to end this video here, but very, very quickly, not sponsored, I'm just mentioning this because in my last vlog I ordered this. This came, and since I got it, it's the only protein I've been using. It's the Ghost Vegan Cinnabon protein. You will know if you are used to having plant-based proteins that you would categorize them as either drinkable or less drinkable. This is one of few vegan proteins, and I do think that Ghost do vegan proteins pretty well, to be honest, but this is one of few that actually tastes nice and is actually drinkable. Looking forward to having this in like a couple of hours. So I actually really, really do recommend this. These proteins and Protein Works vegan protein is the only vegan protein that I actually like. Obviously I've got the EHP Labs one to try, the Blessed one, but I've heard very mixed things and it does smell strange. So I'll let you know what I think when I've tried that. But if you are on the fence about this and you like cinnamon flavour, I really do recommend it. The only thing to be aware of is the texture of this is a little off if you don't put enough liquid in. So you might need a bit more liquid than you might normally with a Ghost vegan protein. I definitely have. And in oats, it can go a bit gummy, so make sure you let your oats cool down a bit before you put this in, and that should fix it. That's been what I've been doing. But yeah, really recommend. Definitely worth the hype. Not sponsored, not an ad, I actually paid for this. But yeah, thought I would let you know for any of my plant-based girls who like cinnamon flavoured shit, this is really good. By the way, very quick trigger warning: if you do not like chats about fat loss, bulking, body composition, anything to do with that, please just feel free to exit this video now and I'll see you in my next video. But yeah, trigger warning, you are not going to want to watch me ramble about my fitness goals if that stuff triggers you. So on to a little fitness goals update. If you watched the vlog when I got back from Thailand last year, which was almost a year ago now, pretty much like 11 months ago-ish, I set myself the goal of going on a little bulk and I wanted to get to 65 kilos. Fast forward to now, we are in March 2023 and I am between 65 and 67 kilos, depending on the day, depending on my period, depending on water retention, bloating, all that sort of stuff. But my weight has not gone below 65 in about 6 weeks. So that means I have put on about 5 to 7 kilos in the past 11 months, which I'm very, very happy with. So now, this week, I have had a call with a coach who I've decided I'm going to go ahead and sign up with, and I am going to be working on a fat loss phase with her. Didn't necessarily go into this bulk thinking I'm definitely going to do a fat loss phase afterwards, because to be honest, I have done bulks before where I didn't end up doing a fat loss phase afterwards, because I was like, actually, I quite like how I look. And I want to remind people that just because you've done a bulk, it doesn't mean there's an imminent cut. You could actually just like how you look and leave it there. You don't have to cut after a bulk. However, I do want to drop a little bit of body fat, not an insane amount. We're not going to be doing like any competition prep or anything like that. Just want to tighten things back up a little bit. I'm not going to go into like crazy detail on like specific body parts because I feel like that's just a bit intense, but you guys don't really need to know. But I am going to be embarking on a fat loss phase. My training will not, obviously I'm going to have a program from my new coach, which I'm excited for, to have some structure again, but my training won't change, as in like I'm not going to start doing like high rep cardio work, no heavy weights anymore. No, my training is going to remain largely the same, because what builds your muscle is what's going to maintain it best. It's just going to be from an expenditure point of view and from an intake point of view that we are going to be looking at bringing my calories down, so I'll be in a deficit, dropping body fat. And this is actually my first cut since, well, fat loss phase, since 2020, 2021. So I've not done one in 2 years. So let that be a reminder also, you don't have to do a cut every single year, because I definitely haven't. I sat at maintenance for a very long time, pretty much 2021, the whole of 2021, no, pretty much like April 2021 to April 2022, I just maintained and was just gymming. Did I see insane progress? No, because it doesn't really work that way for me personally. I have a very hard time with gaining muscle as it is, so I kind of need to max out everything that I can in order to grow. Yeah, I do want to do a little bit of a fat loss phase, so that is what we are going to be working on. I'm very excited. Let me know if you want fat loss related content, or for me to document any part of this new little phase that I'm on. I know it can be triggering for some people, and for those people, they're probably not even watching this part, but do let me know if you would want that content or if you wouldn't want that content. I'm also very, very aware that I don't need to do this. It's just something that I want to do. And I know that some people are super against cutting, bulking, fat loss phase, wanting to build an ass, wanting to build a muscle, wanting to grow, basically people are against having any goal to do with the way that you look. And I understand why some people are, and I totally respect that, but that's not my personal stance. I don't see an issue with aesthetic goals as long as it's being achieved healthily, and as long as your goals are also healthy and well set out and realistic, and they're not going to send you down some sort of spiral. I just want to tighten things up again, and that'll be it. I don't think I'll be in a deficit for a long time, because I've only really recently started to really notice, which always happens towards the end of a bulk, body fat creeping up. Also, another weird thing, which is such a head fuck that happens when you bulk, is towards the end, even though on paper you are bigger, you feel smaller. Because the body fat is creeping up and it's hiding the muscle that you've got underneath. Really is a head fuck, because you are actually bigger, but you can end up feeling smaller. And I'm just excited to see the muscle that I've built, to be honest. My lower body doesn't really store a ton of body fat. That's not to say that every single pound on my ass and legs is pure muscle. It's not, but as you can see from the workout clips, I've gained a lot of weight and I've still got very clear definition in my legs. I tend to store it more in my upper body. Like, I don't really have definition in my arms at all at the moment. My back I've got a little bit, shoulders again no. I store a lot of fat like around my back and my arms and all that sort of stuff. I don't store that much on my stomach, but also like my waist has come up, which is fine. That's going to happen when you gain weight, when you're bulking. You're going to increase everywhere. As much as we all just want it to just be the ass that goes up, everywhere's going to go up. That's completely fine, but I just want to tighten things up and maintain the muscle that I've built. Some people think it's super difficult to maintain the muscle that you've built, but it's actually not that hard. A lot of people will go from a bulk into a deficit and their bum gets smaller, or their legs get smaller, or any body part gets smaller, and they think, I've lost muscle. If you have done like a sensible deficit and you're not on crazy low calories, the chances are you haven't lost muscle, you've just lost body fat in that area that you thought was muscle, but it wasn't. It was body fat, and that's why you're smaller. When you diet, you're going to get smaller everywhere. I will get smaller everywhere. But I just want to tighten things up and see a bit more definition in my upper body. Nothing crazy, not going to be doing anything wild, nothing drastic. But I don't really think I'm going to need more than 12 weeks. So I'm just going to give it my all and work super hard. So I'm going to be starting that probably in about 2 weeks time. So yeah, let me know if you want any content about that, but that's just an update on my fitness goals. Like I've said, you don't have to bulk, you don't have to cut, you don't have to recomp, you don't have to maintain, you don't have to have any aesthetic goals if you don't want to. Equally, if you do want to, that's also fine. Just make sure they're healthy and you're going about them in a healthy way. Ultimately, you just need to make the right decision for you, your physical body, your mental well-being. You need to make the right decision for you. And I'm pretty confident that me doing a little bit of a fat loss phase is definitely the right decision for me at the moment, just the way I'm feeling in myself. But yeah, I'm going to leave this video here. Let me know if you are still enjoying these like fitnessy vlogs, and I will keep them coming. Any tips on the hack squat machine, please let me know, because me and that bitch almost had a fight today. If you've tried the EHP Labs products, the oxyshred, whatever, and you have your opinions, please feel free to leave them below. Literally anything. Any tips on the green juice, not the green juice, I keep saying that, the orange juice would also be very helpful. And let me know if you do want to see some fat loss content. If you don't want to see it, I will probably see you in my review for the new Alpha Elite drop. That will probably be my next video after this, but have a lovely week ahead, because I think this is going up on Sunday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.